What up, y'all? It's your boy AD back up in the spot. That's all day. Up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Finna talk about this video. Basically, talking about, why I feel like season 4 is a pretty good season of the Boondocks. Now, I know it's a lot of stuff out here, people basically saying that it's like the worst season of them all. I will admit it does have the least amount of episodes, it only has 10 episodes, okay, I will admit that's kind of a bummer. But in this video, I'm going to explain why I think this season should get more credit. And I think I know why people don't like it. Now, the reason why I'm talking about the Boondocks right now is because this is like one of my favorite cartoons, maybe even one of my favorite TV shows of all time, but definitely one of my favorite animated series. This is definitely number one. And yes, I've watched a lot of them, Family Guys, all that. You know what I'm saying? I've watched a good amount of them. And this was my favorite. Now, the reason why I like the Boondocks the most is because I felt like this was the realest one to me. Like, this was the one that just showed you so much stuff in the reality that's really going on. And you got to use your brain to figure it out, And they do it in a pretty funny way. Now, most people start disliking season 4 because a lot of characters were gone. It wasn't as fun and exciting no more because Granddad, didn't have all his money like that. Because that's what season 4 is about. It's about basically them trying to come back on some money and get out of debt. Because in this season, which is the latest season, hopefully they make another one, Granddad basically put himself in debt, not paying attention to what he doing, and now they're like trying their best to get out. And this is crazy because yes, the episodes are like way different now because it's not all the fun and games. That's why everybody likes season 2 or 3. I like all the seasons, but most people love season 2 and 3. My favorite season is season 3, but 4 might be up there because it's newer. And again, like, I know people are disappointed because they don't like to see the Freeman family like that. But at the same time, it's like they're showing you realness. They're showing you what's going on. That's what this show has been about. It's been about showing people what's been going on before it happened and showing people the reality of things on a comedic level. But it's still really interesting, very interesting characters. And I think people should check this out. Like this episode right here, the Good Times episode. This one really kind of woke me up as of recently because let's read what it says. It says Granddad owes millions of dollars on his house to Eddie Wunsler, son of Ed Wunsler, the guy who runs this town, who has some unique ideas about how Granddad can pay him back. See, now he's in debt. This is why I come on YouTube and tell people don't get in debt, don't waste your money, save your money, be smart with your money, be careful, because that's how they get you. They put your ass in debt, and then they try to run your life through debt, just like they did the Freeman family, especially in this season 4. I wish they make a 5 because I kind of want to see where it would go. But this episode right here, the Good Times episode, though, basically is... It really kind of woke me up a little bit because I was like, damn, this is so true. We remember watching Good Times back in the day, and you would think that that's old in the past, like, them being poor and struggling, going through the black struggle. But when you really think about it, now we're in the new Good Times, and it's trying to let you know that there's a new Good Times going around right now. It's a new black struggle. Yeah, it may not seem as bad as the show Good Times, but we're still in it. Things are advancing, and we're still at like a low point, and we need to get out of it. And one way to definitely keep ourselves from getting into it is debt. Staying very far away from debt. This is why I encourage people. You got to, And again, this was a very, very exciting season, though. Breaking Granddad, that was a good one. I like Pretty Boy Flizzy, too. That was cool because it was basically teaching Tom how to be a real man, even though I can go deeper into who his character is and his story. But that's what it was about, and it was through basically a Chris Brown basically called Pretty Boy Flizzy, but just like when he was with Usher in season 2, that shit was funny as hell. But just and then a lot of these episodes is about granddad, trying to come up with crazy ways to get money. Cause it done got real now. It has. Now I will admit this is not my favorite season, but it's starting to get up there, man. It almost might be number two just because of how realistic it is and how it kind of matches with the times. They even got an episode in here about the Kardashians, as you can see, which is kind of funny. I just recently watched. I mean, I've been watched all these episodes, to be honest. I watched them a while ago, but sometimes I like to go back and just rewatch them. Certain episodes, sometimes you miss out on certain little stuff. This was one of my favorites, Freedom Rather Die. I mean, go check this out, man. It's all on Netflix, so go check it out. But yeah, Freedom Rather Die, you know what I'm saying? This is another good one or whatever. Pretty cool. Um it was basically based off like back in the time and stuff. It was really interesting because granddad, he seems to have a huge history in his life, which I guess a lot of people would have if they got as old as him. Freedom Land, which one? Oh yeah, this. I mean, I will admit it might bother you a little bit. Some of these episodes might bother you, and yes, Stink Meaner even comes back, which is another interesting series in the Boondocks, is the fact that there's like in every episode he comes back, and they gotta fight him and deal with him. In season 1, he first met him, and I find that to be extremely interesting. And then the last episode was called The New Black, which was really crazy. Again, just touching topics. This show really does kind of tell you a lot, man. I'm just showing y'all real quick. If you ain't got nothing to do, go ahead and check out this season 4. Even if you watch it, just rewatch it and think about what I'm saying when you watch it, and think about how this could be the new times of what's to come and what they're showing you. Because if you look back at the older seasons, you know what I'm saying, like season 3, season 2, man, they were pretty spot on with some of the things that they were talking about. And I'm serious. They were pretty spot on when you really pay attention to it. And this show been around for a long time. And it's crazy because it never went really mainstream. It always stayed kind of low key. Late hours, Adult Swim. You had to buy the DVD or something. This was a really good show. And I don't know. Maybe it's a reason why I didn't go mainstream. Because this show was really, it could really educate you. It really kind of can, but just check it out, though. That's all I really had to say about this, because it's exciting to see. I just want to see what y'all think. Is there any other, Boondocks fans on here? Because I'm telling you, this is definitely got to be, like, my favorite show. Like, one of. Definitely animated series of all time. So just holla at me and tell me what you think. From bitches to rags, from rags to bitches.